So many confusion in the black community right now. We have a bunch of people say this thing, we have another. Man says no one cure, that's no let the black man says no one cure, you know?
Yeah.
All right, we are back, we are back, we are back. Big salute, big gratitude. I give thanks to the elders, give thanks to everyone who's watching this video. We got ourselves a special guest, Dr. Sebi's son, also known as Victor Bowman. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to see you.
Too. Victor Bowman, you know?
Victor Bowman, yes,
yeah.
yes. What else do you go by?
Huh?
What else do you go by?
Dr. Sebi's son, you know. More people know me like Dr. Sebi's son, you know.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So one of the big questions that I always thought about, you being Dr. Sebi's son, how do you feel about continuing his legacy? Because that's exactly what you're doing. You're continuing his legacy. How do you feel about continuing his legacy?
I'm feeling amazing to continue the legacy of my father. He tried to heal my community, you know, because that's for us. It's to try be in this way to try to help my community, you know, about healing, because that's the more important thing, like black people I need. You know, I see a lot of people talk about EJ, I see a lot of people talk about this, but, you know, nobody telling black people what to pushing them out. You know, it's very important before it's like, it's very important about that.
Right. So I already know you're a big believer that whatever you put inside you.
What is believe?
A big knower. You're a big knower that whatever you put inside you is what reflects inside your body, which is disease. So elaborate on some of the things you've helped people with, some diseases you help people with.
I'll be helping people with herpes. I'll be curing people with herpes, cancer, breast cancer. I'll be helping people with HIV, you know, with eczema, autism. I'll be healing a lot of different things, you know.
Okay.
So God be healing, it's not me.
So a big thing that I want to ask, a lot of people believe that, you know, the word cure is not a good word to use. What's your opinion about using the word cure?
Which people say it's no one cure?
Just people in the past.
No,
I can't say them specifically, but people in the past have said, you know, the word cure can get you in trouble because, you know, as the medical industry, they'll be like, oh, you can't say that word cure.
But where that medical industry coming from? From the white man, right?
Right.
You're a black person.
Right.
You're a black man. So that's the problem we're dealing right now. We black people, we follow everybody because the white man said drink milk, you drink milk. But with that research to the own black men to go to the lab and start to research about the milk. That's why the black people so compromised, you know, because we follow everybody, but we don't follow their own self, you know. It's like the Africa way. So it's not so still, it's no one cure, you know.
So you like to use the word cure, that's your main...
Because before the white man come to Central America, South America, your ancestors suffer from cancer, herpes, you know, how your ancestors be cured their own self with herb, not to that herb, you know, because the herb is electric, your body is electric, so it's such thing about it's no one cures. That's whatever these people say, bro. We black people, we need to do their own research. So,
okay. So where are you from again? I think
I'm from Honduras.
Honduras.
Yeah,
and
Central America.
I know you tell me personally, you said it's way better than America. Like, way better when it comes to the food. There's no GMO food. The people are more humble. Like,
it's like, here in America, I think it's like me be black man, you know, Africa man in America, it's very difficult, whatever I'm coming from, because whatever over there, we're not dealing how people, whatever team people dealing in America, like, you know, like the police, the water is more clean. You know, the first time I got to America, I see one seedless orange. Yeah, I be tell my auntie, hey, where's the orange coming from, you know? Because I be open the orange, I be thinking, damn, I have a good luck, you know? I open up the orange, we not see. So I start to know about these different seedless fruit. Yeah, I never heard this thing, or never see this thing in Honduras. So it's
never heard of a seedless fruit?
Never in my life.
What? So it's like when you came to America and you heard seedless fruit, like what was your reaction?
I be surprised about it. Yeah, very surprised, you know, very scared.
You were scared?
Because I be like, how people can eat this, not can ask it to their own self, you know? Like, hey, wait a minute, like, you know, sit down with your grandma, you ask to your grandma, hey, grandma, when you be growing up, you be seedless watermelon? Is she going to tell you, hell no, you know?
I always thought about that too. Like, if you imagine, you know, me coming to a country and then I'm realizing this country has things that are just fake. How am I going to react to that? So you also told me that Honduras has more, like, people are there more humble.
Yeah, in the way,
can you
like,
elaborate more on that?
when I speak about humble, it's like, that's why I so divide the African American community with the Caribbean community or the African community, because over here, you know, sometimes for somebody from Jamaica, you come to the United States, some black people is racist with you because thinking because you speak English, because you're from America, you think you're more better. So you try to do the same thing the white man doing to you in your own country, so you try to do it to the people come to your country, like, you know? So in that way, like, when you call me God, we never use that word God, you know? So
right,
we try to be humble over there.
Right. Now, me personally, I do feel like using the word God isn't unhumble. I just feel like it's a term that's used in the conscious community that is used to recognize someone's God-like hood.
I never heard like Malcolm X calling their own self God.
Yeah, because that's
why.
Because that's the old generation. We're the new generation.
But the old generation be more right than this generation we are right now. There's so many confusion in the black community right now. We have a bunch of people say these things. We have another people say another thing. But we now have people building things. You know, like Marco Garbage. Nobody in the black community tried to be Marco Garbage. Everybody tried to be Malcolm X.
That's why, me personally, I do feel like there is groups within the black community. You got people who like to call themselves brothers, and you got the people who like to call themselves a God. But it's just what you resonate with. You know, we can't control what someone likes to say.
How long we black people in America we calling God to their own self? How long be happen? Like couple 20 years or a couple years?
I mean, me personally, I don't know. I'm not someone who pushes it, but I will call someone a God, be like, peace, God. You know, it was originally started from Divine Insight of Rashad Jamal. He was the one who really started putting it out there, but I don't disagree with the term God because it's just, you know, we all come from God. We are source. So.
Okay, think about it, all right? Like somebody from Jamaica, or I'm from Honduras, I'll be going to feel very offended, you know, about it. It's like something my father teach me is to be humble. When you humble, you learn a lot of different information, because see, I go to Mexico, I be calling myself, oh, black man is God. Mexican people be like, I'm going to teach him, because something in Central America, when you call your own self guys, when you know everything. Like, you come to the United States, like, black people is the most sick people in the planet, but it's calling their own self guys. You go to the white man, you have a diabetes, right? The white man be like, oh, but you are the goddess, so why you not cure your diabetes? So we go in the wrong way about that word.
In my opinion, I feel like when you call someone God, you're not saying that they know everything. It's more of a form of just, it's like a slang, in my opinion. It's like a form of recognition and slang, you know. I understand how, you know, like someone like you would get offended by calling someone, like if I called you God, you would get offended, right? Because I feel like, but the people like me, I'm humble. I'm a humble person. I'm not, when I call someone God, I'm not saying, oh, I'm humble. You know, I've been humbled many times, so I definitely agree on, I could see your perspective on what you're saying. But when it comes to it, there's still large people who do say God, and they're just gonna keep saying it because it's just it's a piece of the community that goes by that word. You know, just like people say brother, just like people say, you know, fellow brother, king, you know, a God is just a higher spiritual form of king. Yeah. I'm not sure if you're able to see that, though. I don't know.
I don't think like you can be calling yourself goddess in America.
Okay, so what
poison
about
air, poison water, you know, poison food, poison information, poison music.
What about king? What about king? Is king too much too?
Man,
from your perspective.
I am me. I don't want to be God. I don't want to be nothing. I only want to be myself. You know, a lot of people try to be rich. A lot of people try to be this. A lot of people try to be there. Why you not can be your own self, you know? Everything's about energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be king or God or nothing. So I only want to be myself.
You want to be yourself, right? Yeah. And I respect that. I definitely respect that. Okay. So the next thing we want to go into, what's some of your favorite alkaline dishes that you make? I know you told me that before I even asked that question. Why don't you associate yourself by calling yourself a vegan? Because I know I called you a vegan and you was like, you're not a vegan, so.
My body's electric, you know? So when you call yourself vegan, when you're not eating animal product, right? So I know about the rattlesnake. I don't know if you ever heard about rattlesnake.
Yeah, yeah, I heard about it.
Rattlesnake is very good for heal people with prostate cancer, problem in the skin. You know, the people dealing with cancer get cured taking the rattlesnake. I went to Mexico different time. A lot of people be taking the rattlesnake. You know, so you're going to die with cancer because you don't want to eat the rattlesnake because you're vegan, or because you're going to eat the rattlesnake because alkaline is going to cure your body. So to call myself vegan, where the vegan community coming from? Vegan is not have nothing to do with your health. A lot of vegan people have prostate cancer because eating a lot of starch. Why vegan communities have a low iron? Because eating spinach. Spinach takes the iron from your body.
So I know spinach is bad, but is that bad? Spinach is that bad?
Yeah, spinach is not natural like broccoli. Because somebody tell me, Victor, I can eat spinach or kale. I'm going to recommend to you kale because kale is not going to do the damage whatever spinach do to your body. So kale, spinach is fake. You know, it's not natural, but because
kale is fake too.
Yeah. Because it contains water, you know.
So
your body to heal is only need oxygen.
So if someone's eating kale, spinach, and broccoli every day, that's actually making their life shorter. That's what you're telling me.
No, because kale contains a little bit of water, it can help you, you know. Your body, everything you know, when people are anxiety in the leg, you feel anxiety because not too much oxygen in your body, you know. So your body, one body full the oxygen, herpes, cancer, no can live. That's why when people have something, you go to the hospital, it's push oxygen to you, you know. But you can give oxygen for fasting, drink a lot of water, herb. So kale will help you to heal. You know, not going to creativate the mucus, whatever you're going to do, broccoli or cauliflower, so it's less mucus, you know.
Okay, what's one of the fakest vegetables in the world?
Listen, it's the broccoli over there, spinach, kale.
Besides those, yeah.
Huh?
Besides those.
One thing I don't recommend to people is like the cane sugar.
Cane sugar?
Yeah.
I tell people that too.
Cane sugar is like it's drug or like the cane, you know. People like to squeeze the cane in the Caribbean. So I don't recommend to nobody to take cane.
And they put it in like all the foods.
Yeah, it's
even
everywhere.
Organic cane sugar is bad, as they say.
It's the best drug. It's the best drug the government push in the black community, in every community. You take the sugar from one black person in America, you're going to feel it's going to be stress, anxiety, depressed. It's like whatever you take the crack for somebody smoking crack, it's going to feel in that way too.
Wow, I know they said there's also like 10 times more addicting to sugar.
It's worse when you're in America because we black people in America and here, you know, the temperature. It's not only about the food. A lot of people be like, oh, I eat healthy, why I get sick? Because you live in New York. When the cold comes, of course you're going to feel depressed. Of course you're going to get sick because the weather, you know, we black, you know, or carbon people. We need to be close to the sun, you know. See, we go into Brazil. People in Brazil take a lot of cane sugar, but you know about diabetes or cancer, whatever people got in America, because the temperatures can make you stressed. You're sick because it's stress, you know. It's stressed by the food you're eating, creative mucus in your body causes stress inside of your body. It's cover yourself with mucus. It's stressed by the system, you know. So like you go to the TV in America, everything's drama, make you feel down.
Right.
It causes stress. So the stress causes the oxygen in your body. That's why a lot of people have a stroke right now. Because
that's something, you know, our community does love. They do love drama. That's something that's just black people. They're going to love drama.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Something that, unfortunately, I don't know why. Maybe it was just in the roots of us. But
it's not the root. You'll be educated by to go into that way, you know. I not blame to the black man when he kills somebody in the street because that's caused by stress, you know. Where's that stress? By the white man.
They say stress is the number one killer too right now. So that's very interesting.
So I not blame to the black man, you know.
Right. Yeah.
You're only the big thing in this process. like Native American person too, you know. I went to Arizona. Yeah, a lot of people be like, oh, black community is fucked, it's messed up, you know. When I went to the Native American reservation, it's worse than the black community. We cry like, oh, the white man doing this to the black community. You go to the Native American reservation, see one bottle of the water, it's cost you $1 over here. Over there, it's going to cost you $5. You know, you start drinking a lot of alcohol too, you know.
Wow, wow, that is very interesting. I was also looking at your father's list, his approved list of all the fruits and vegetables that you can eat. One of the main things does he approve turmeric? That's the one thing I didn't know.
Turmeric is very acid, you know. Oh. That's why people, see, you go to like India, you know, a lot of people have problem with the kidney because your kidney no can flush anything. It's not natural, you know. That's why the sugar is called kidney stone because staying there, your kidney no can flush that. A lot of people take coffee, right? In the night, to have more energy. No, your body getting poison and stay when you drink coffee, so stay awake the entire night to try to clean the coffee from inside your body. That's why you stay awake the entire night. But the next day you feel tired because your body be working the whole night to try to clean that coffee.
How bad is coffee for the body?
It's very bad, you know.
So people be like, black coffee is healthy. What about black coffee? Because people say that black coffee is healthy.
You can make like something like similar like coffee, like dandelion root with some burdock root. You boil it together. It's going to taste like coffee, you know.
You got dandelion root. It does taste
good. You like that shanga mushroom, you know.
It tastes like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some mushrooms that do taste kind of coffee-like.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Something else that's on his list is, I know he does approve of mushrooms, avocados. What about nuts? A lot of people say tree nuts is not good. What's your opinion on tree nuts? Because I eat a lot of tree nuts, you know, to build up my body. What's your opinion on it?
I'd recommend to you to build your body back, like to build your body or muscles, take garbanzo, fonio is very good for that. But we need to be careful what garbanzo we get in the store because it's one big garbanzo, that's the GMO.
Garbanzo means chickpeas?
Yeah, because these people start to make a fake burdock root. You go to the Chinese store, you see like the big burdock root look like big like that, you know? Right. When you go to Chicago, you go to pick it up with your own self, it's very small. It's like making the fake quinoa too, the fake ginger you see in the store.
They got fake quinoa?
Yeah, fake ginger too.
Since when did they got fake quinoa?
Huh?
Since when did they have fake quinoa?
A couple years, like the real quinoa coming from Bolivia, Peru, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, even fake mangoes, fake avocado, you know, like the small avocado, somebody owned the patent to the avocado, you know, so it's not natural. It's very scary where we live in right now.
Yeah, that's
I'm very confused, you know.
Yeah, that's very confusing because I always thought, you know, especially the quinoa. I mean, I should have known better that all the quinoa. I mean, there's fake foods of every food that is out on here, but the quinoa, like, you know, I was like, how can you fake a quinoa? Like, it literally absorbs the water and it's so tiny. But at the same time, these scientists, they're like advanced scientists. We're talking about science, some of the best scientists in the world right now.
You talk about people making seedless fruit, you know. How smart you need to be to make seedless fruit.
Right.
You know, you think these people can go to the lab. I think every disease like bioweapon. You know, cancer is bioweapon. HIV bioweapon too. You know, it's might in the lab.
Wow, that is
to kill people. Why only the African community or the black community suffer more with HIV? Try to make people think it's only from gay community when the entire Africa to this day is continue to die of the malaria. You know, Africa dying the HIV, you know, AIDS. So, you know.
Right. That's some crazy stuff. There's also I even heard there's a lot of fake sea moss going out on the market too.
Yeah. You know, it's maybe I went through that conversation in 2020. I started to expose the face even in 2017. Everybody be calling me crazy. Later, I had one little problem with Shakabar. I don't know if you heard about him. You know, I exposed him because he's selling fake CMOS to the community.
Who?
Shakabar.
Well, never heard of him.
I exposed him, you know, everybody in the conscious black community were against me, telling me I want to cloud. Later, like 1 month later, even the own chakra bar say, yeah, I'll be selling face emo because I want to help the people in Africa. So it's okay to me selling crack in America to make money to help people in Honduras? No, because we need to understand, when you selling fake things, it's sick people. It's like this video. Behind this video is going to be somebody sick. You're going to try to give some a little bit information to try to get healed. Bro, I can't take advantage from sick people, you know.
So what about the face moss? Does it have any benefits?
No.
Nothing?
You know, the real semen growing in the rock is getting the mineral from there. The gold, you know, it's getting a lot of different minerals, you know, like bromide. It's very good for the bone, but when you take the face CMOS, it's like you play with your own health.
You playing with your health at that point. Ooh,
when you sell it to somebody too, it's worse, because think about somebody have a cancer, you buy a face CMO from me. If that face CMO not going to give you the same benefits, whatever real CMO is going to do.
Right.
So later these people going to die with cancer because Victor say CMOs can help you with cancer, but the CMOs Victor selling is fake. You know, we're not selling shoes over here, you know?
Right. Another question I really was being called upon to ask, there's a lot of herbalists in the community, a lot of healers. I noticed one thing is that a lot of y'all don't get along. Like, why is that? Like, what's going on, man? Like, why can't everyone just get along? And why can't us as people, why can't us as the community get along with each other?
You think it is only start for right now? This start with, since my father healed people with HIV in New York, you know. Dr. Leila Africa went against my father. Queen Afuda went against my father. Dick Gregory calling my father, he worked with the government because my father be the only one healing people with HIV in that time. My father be the only one exposed different things because, like, think about it. Like 20 years, which people in the black community be teaching black people like, oh, cow is fake, you know, it's not real animal. That's my father exposed that, you know.
He was one of the original ones.
Expose celery or expose these different things. A lot of people think it's good for you health, but my father exposed that in the higher level. So that's why, you know, it's like coming to say Coca-Cola is not good. You're going to make Coca-Cola angry, so a lot of people, a lot of healers is not get along because it's, for me, I can work with everybody. I don't care about it. But it's not everybody want to work with me because think I'm Dr. Sebi son, I know everything. You know, it's very easy to lie to you, but it's not very easy to lie to me. A lot of healers in America never go to the jungle to pick it up one herb straight from the ground. You show people fresh, you know? Everybody going to Google information, you know? You go to Central America, it's like, you never can call your own self healer going to research about Google because it's confused yourself, you know. So that's why I can get along a little bit with the healers in America, you know.
You know, hopefully one day we can, you know, maybe come together. Maybe one day we can have each other.
It's never going. I don't think it's never going
like
to.
That?
Huh?
You don't think? Well, go ahead.
I never think it's going to come together, you know, because I will travel around America, give you free herb to the people. You go to New York, we give you $40,000 herb with the people. Pull on, come to the park, give you herb for 5 years by myself with no donation, with my own pocket. It's nobody do that, you know. Put 50% healing people for free, you know. It's like, it's not too many people do that, you know. So it's like to come together. We are not the healer. Maybe not the healer is all one pocket, $5,000. If Victor come together with him, he know he no can do that because Victor going to say like, brother, we try to heal people. The government give you poison for free to the community. How are we going to try to charge $5,000 for one pocket when we try to help people, you know?
Right.
So,
and it's all right, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I really do feel like it's over. I mean, you probably even heard about the United States dollars falling. Soon as it's gonna be only digital currency.
It's very beautiful. It's happening.
It's beautiful, yeah. A lot of people say,
you know why? It's not beautiful because it's going to digital. It's beautiful because the karma, you know.
Karma, right.
The karma of the American system. We know our control the American system.
Right. There's already too many people. There's just over like hundreds of thousands of people just speaking their voice. Like, it's already too late. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's too many people talking. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. And you are one of the people who's helping with it when it comes to the body, which, you know, your body is linked to your mind. Your body is linked to your soul.
Where's mind for you? Where's mind for you?
The mind, the brain, mental.
when you say melanin, right? Which
Yeah.
melanin for you? It's carbon. So it's more be specific because you go to the doctor, you go anybody, you be like, hey, I have a problem with the mind. It's not so thing like mine because when people have a problem like autism or about stroke, it's in the brain. You need to give oxygen to your body. You know.
Okay, so you're saying you're basically saying that when people have mental illness, it's really something inside their body.
It's in your colon.
Oh, so mental illness is actually physical.
Huh?
Mental illness is physical. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's not even like that too. You know, the computer, black people be compromised for 500 years. You know, before you put that chicken in your mouth, you need to ask your own self, why I eat this die animal in my electric body? You know, before you push Coca-Cola in your mouth, you need to ask yourself, what is the benefits to drink Coca-Cola? What is the benefits to drink Hennessy? But your computer be compromised by too many things, you know?
Right.
You're born, you go to the kindergarten, you go to the high school, but never teaching you that, you know? It's only teaching you whatever is benefits to them, you know? So
That's deep. That
so
really
it's
is
in
deep.
here.
Okay. You taught me something new because they always say depression, anxiety, and all that. People think they gotta go to a therapist, but they say you can also heal it from like getting more zinc and more iron and taking more macaroon and taking more supplements.
Macaroon.
I take I already know he gonna get on my macaroon. I take a macaroon, but I know you gonna say something else.
Mental health, I think mental health, you know, living in America, it's not easy to be black man. You know, I want to apologize to my brothers, you know, and sister, because, you know, I want to send healing energy to everybody because a lot of black men commit suicide right now.
Yes,
the
it's
gas
number
go
one.
expensive.
I was even talking about black males are number one in suicide right now.
Yeah,
because
because
they're taught to like hide themselves and hide their emotions.
The gas going expensive, the rent going expensive. To be one black man, you know, we have this different celebrity tell a black woman, see, you may not make $40,000, no date him, or no marry him, you know.
Yeah.
We come from a lot of pain, come on.
And then on top of that, the low vibrational women that are our skin color, whew, they are like at all time worse right now. It's like bad. Not talking about the goddesses. The goddesses, they're on the throne. They're on the, you know what I'm saying? They get the credit. We're talking about the low vibrational, you know what I'm saying? Hood rats. They're like at the all time worst. So what does that do to a man? That makes a man think, dang, you know, they're the creator, you know what I'm saying? They're making that's missing the man's mind.
I don't think it's the problem between the black man and the black woman.
Okay, what do you believe?
I think you be educated by that, you know. It's a lot of promotion on that, you know. It's put this different celebrity. Black people listen more to celebrity than to their own grandma, you know. Black people listen more rapper music or like music from...
So you feel like it's the music that messes people up?
You know, it's whatever people you listen. It's not too many people go to sit down, you know, with a mother, start ask this question, you know, to know where this thing coming from, because a lot of babies crack babies, you know. You need to ask your mother, hey, mom, you be taking crack before, later you start to clean your body, because, you know, this trauma is coming from a long time, for like years. You don't even know. You be like, why I feel so sad right now? Why I feel like that right now? Because, you know, that sperm that your father be sick when he make you. No, for real.
Right, yeah, you know, that's the fact. I was even talking to someone else. They say, you know, our sperm is even swimming as we talking right now. It's always swimming. So we got so much sperm in us that's our life force. So to really preserve the life force inside of us. But yeah, what's your I know you're big into herbs. What do you know about breathing?
That's something I love it, you know. Something I love it to talk about it, because like a lot of people only focus about eject. But there are people talk about eject, don't even know how to breathe. A lot of people don't even know how to go to the restroom. How you going to know something happened thousands of years,
right,
but you don't even know how to breathe?
Elaborate on how people don't know how to go to the restroom.
Because a lot of people go to the restroom, you sit down like that, right? The right way to go to the restroom, you need to go like that, you know.
Right.
That's why a lot of people. That's why a lot of people cause ulcer or colon cancer, because you're doing too much. You're doing the wrong way. You push too much energy in this part of your body, you know. So you need to be careful about it, you know. So a lot of people don't even know that. I be teaching some people be like, damn, bitch, I be doing that whole life wrong. You know, I be like, that's why we need to be humble, start to share this knowledge to each other, not thinking we more better than somebody, because that's the way we think like black person, because, you know, we may get a little bit money, we think, nigga, I'm more better than you, or
right,
what this. You know, that's not made, even the healthy community too, you know. We have a lot of people eating vegan. Vegan people is very ignorant for me, you know, because telling people, oh, you nasty because you eating chicken. Man, you be eating chicken before. You need to be humble. You be like, brother, I be coming from eating chicken. That's what made me feel good. So I want you doing better. Look, whatever I eat, that person is going to feel like you attack that person. It feeling like, damn, you come to his level to try to educate him. Not try to be like, oh, you're more better because somebody eating chicken. Everybody comes from eating chicken. Everybody comes from eating cornflakes. Everybody comes from eating fish. So
it's about humility and understanding that, you know, it's not always got to be about the ego. Yeah. You eat chicken, I understand what you're saying, right? Right. Have people ever be like you, be like, hey, why do you eat only plants? Like, people, do you get a lot of people who get mad at you for not eating meat?
I don't think enough.
No, not really. You know,
I know you be around people.
You don't be around people?
No. Okay. I like to be with myself. I like to listen to my body. I don't like to listen to people, you know? A lot of people like to listen to people, but then you ask to your own self, hey, I went to the restroom today. Hey, do I drink water today? You know, ask to that question, you know?
I never really thought about that. You never listen to people, listen to your body. That's actually like one of the best things you ever said, bro. Like one of the best things I heard in like a year.
It's like, think about it, right? Us, like, you see people around you, when it feel happy, when it's have money in the pocket, you know, but that people maybe not went to the restaurant the whole, I know people know, be like Victor, I know be going to the restaurant for 1 week straight. You know, ask to yourself what's going on. But people only ask to their own self what's going on when you don't have money in your pocket. Damn, my life is going to end. Oh, my life is this. But you know, when you go to the restaurant, you think it's normal. You eat 3 times a day. That's why a lot of people, the more people suffer with colon cancer, black people, we be eating a lot of garbage. The garbage thin there in the colon. It's very good to flush your colon, you know.
Yeah, some people, when they go on a cruise ship, they eat a lot of food. They eat like 4, 5, 6 times a day, and they don't go to the bathroom for like 7 days. So and they're still skinny, so where is the food in their body? If it's not bloating.
Here in the colon, in the gut.
So the colon could hold that much food?
Hell yeah.
It could hold like that much food?
20 pounds.
Wow, that's a lot of food, because I was thinking like, that's not healthy.
When you eat a duck flour, you go. I know people throw like 20 times, throw up garbage.
The duck flour, right?
Things, you know.
For my viewers watching, can you also explain what is the duck flour? Explain
the
what
duck flour is one flour coming from Central America. You know, the plant is called contrivo. It's very good to clean your lymphatic system. You know, it's like light chain, you know?
It's like the most, you said it's the most, I think you told me before, it's the most powerful herb of all time.
Yeah, to clean the gut, the lymphatic system.
Right. Why do people fear it? Why do people scared about the duck flour?
People are scared to be healthy, you know. People are scared to living through, because living healthy is you make one sacrifice, you know. To eat McDonald's, you don't feel scared. You go to, you drive over there, eat McDonald's. But the McDonald's is more poison than the duck flour. But you know, a lot of people, we live in America. America's made sick people feel comfortable to be sick. You have diabetes, it's okay. Take insulin. Oh, you have cancer, it's okay. Take chemo, you know? Oh, you have herpes, it's okay. Take this pill when you have a breakup. That's it, you know?
Right. Why is duck flour, I took it before, but I put it in the tea. Do you, you supposed to chew it?
Because when you're doing the tea, that's not the right thing. You know, you need to eating. You know, eating is drinking water.
Why is it? You know, like why is it so hard and chewy?
Chewy? No, you need to squeeze. You know, you like eating one piece of the kale. You know, something like that. Yeah. So like people suck the CMOS overnight. That's only in America I see that thing. You know, suck the CMOS overnight. You know, when you throw that water, that whatever the mineral going, because like make one tea, the berber crew, see you boil the berber crew for 24 hours, you think if you can reuse that berber crew, it's going to taste the same? No. You know, so when you soak the simo overnight, it's not good, you know. You need to boil. You boil the simos, wash the simos, boil the simo for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, you let it blend and make it to gel, you push it in the refrigerator. That's it.
I also did see that one person took the flour and they lost like 15 pounds, 20 pounds. It can make you lose that much weight.
Yeah, it's shame.
You got some on you right now?
Oh man, I bring you some products. I don't know, say I bring you the duck flour.
Okay, I'm gonna have to taste some, you know what I'm saying?
So I got you when, you know, when I go back to home.
Okay, man, I appreciate it, man, for real, yeah, man. What's the second, third best for herbs that's good for a body, second to none, besides
I recommend to people to take the cascara sagrada. It's called secret bar, you know.
Secret bar?
I'm going to give you three the best herb you need to take. You know, cascara sagrada will help you to clean the colon, help you to clean. It's going to help you to lose weight. You know, it's very good for your kidney. You can take sarsaparilla, you know, from Jamaica or Mexico. You know, it's very good to clean the blood. It's high in iron. You know, it's very good for the skin. People dealing with eczema, you know. The another one is CMOS, because CMOS is good for your bone, you know. It's very good for your bone, calcium, for arthritis, you know, for people dealing with a stroke, you know, when you have inflammation in the throat, it's very good for that. So that three herbs you need in your body.
Okay.
You need more, but that's like, you need to take that like every day.
Now, this is a question that a lot of people are like begging to be asked. Can you take too many herbs? Can your body take too many herbs? People have like a counter and it's like 20 herbs. Can you take too many herbs? And will it affect you if you take too many herbs? Will it affect your body?
That's self-food, you know? It's different about nutrition or food. McDonald's is food, it's not nutrition. It's not going to nourish your cells. So when you take herbs, it's going to nourish your cells.
So you could take a lot and it won't interfere?
Black people need to take a lot of iron. We're not close to the sun in America. A lot of people in America is anemic, you know. So it's not so thing taking too much herb, you know.
But will it, like, okay, let me rephrase it. Will it intervene? Will the herbs intervene with each other?
How?
Because, like, let's say you take sea moss, you take black seed oil, you take
black seed. Black seed oil.
Oh, it's bad?
Black seed oil.
Oh, man.
90% of the healer in America recommend to you black seed oil. Never see one black seed oil tree, you know? Never.
Why? Okay. Why would I take it? It
black
heals
seed
me.
oil will affect your kidney. It's not natural, you know?
Not natural?
No.
Let's say it comes from a seed, a black seed.
Black seed? Try to put the black seed oil seed in your backyard. Let me see what's going to grow over there. Nothing going to grow.
So it's a genetically modified seed?
I tell you, get the black seed oil seed, push over there. A lot of people don't even know. Where's the name to that tree black seed oil coming from? Tell me.
Me personally, I don't know.
So why you say something you don't know?
I'm gonna be real. I heard the miracles.
You heard, right?
Yeah, I heard. I'm gonna be honest. I heard miracles about it. Me personally, when I take it, there's some miraculous things.
Crack can make you lose weight. You know, you push one person only drink water for a whole day, it's going to feel light change. Damn, I feel energy. Wow, I feel this. You know, it's not such thing like because you take it. I be like. You know, people in the Caribbean take a moringa, you know. You heard about moringa?
I heard that's good.
Oh, moringa is good for diabetes. Oh, good for that. Show me somebody moringa heal from whatever people using. Show me one person.
All right, so what about Haritaki?
Huh?
Haritaki.
Where is it coming from? From India?
Yeah.
You from India?
No.
Okay.
So I shouldn't take it?
No. It's not. The Indian people have a lot of problem with the kidney. You go to the India, sick like you.
So you don't recommend taking herbs from other countries?
I recommend. Listen.
Because it's from another.
I never say you can take it from another country. But like, So you're going to tell something, I need to know where is this thing coming from. It's not only coming from like India. It's like people argue with me about moringa. I live in California, LA, in West Hollywood. It's growing moringa, you know. But people argue with me, not coming from Jamaica, the only place Jamaica. You go to Miami, it's moringa over there. I go to Arizona, it's moringa over there. You know, in Philippines, different countries. So it's like one herb. Like I don't can bring one herb from Honduras. I don't can grow a dog flower anywhere, you know. It's only growing in Honduras, in the Caribbean, you know. See, I try to bring the dog flower. Maybe it's going to grow, but it's not going to have the same mineral. It's not going to be like that strong, you know. Right. So you can take herb from another country, of course, but it's like everybody go to like India, like Indian people sick like you, Chinese people sick like you know. So we need to do more research about that. So
more research, okay.
Yeah, it's not only because these people say. I can tell you like, hey, you come to my store, I sell Coca-Cola. Yeah, buy Coca-Cola. I don't care about your health, you know. I care about your money, how much money you're going to pay. It's like, not think everybody going to have the same integrity like you're going to have for your own self. That's why self-love is very important. You see that interview, my father say, one woman can tell you today I love you, but the next day no. But you never can tell that to your own self. You never can call something hurtful to your own self, like, hey, nigga, or like skinny, or poor, bro. No, you're going to treat yourself like the best way, you know. That's why, like, us, like black people, need to do it in a black way. Like Native American people need to do it in a Native America way. Mexican people too, you know. Because if we go to the gorilla only follow the gorilla. You don't follow the tiger. The tiger don't follow the gorilla, the elephant. You follow that tiger. The elephant only follow the elephant. But black people follow everybody. Black people, Muslim, Christian, Buddha, this one. But we don't know their own self, you know.
Okay, well, what is the best herb that is in the United States that we should all be taking? What's the best herb that we should be taking in the United States?
United States, man, it's a lot of herb growing in the United States. You go to Florida, it's the Cero C, you know. It's very good for
diabetes. What's it called?
Cero C, you know, bitter melon, Cero C.
Cero C, okay.
Yeah, it's growing in Florida. It's very good for diabetes, very good for HIV, iron. You know, we're going over here to Maine. It's growing Congress crispy, black rock, dulce, wakame, kale. It's growing Simo over there. We go to Chicago, it's growing Veracruz, you know. We go to Las Vegas, Texas, growing Chaparral. You know, we come into here to North Carolina, it's growing Curcumeca, it's high in iron. You know, sarsaparilla growing Philadelphia, American sarsaparilla. There's a lot of different herbs growing over here. Damiana growing in Miami, blueberry vein, very good for the nerve system, depression. You know, you're dealing with nerve damage. Blueberry vein is very good for that, you know. There's a lot of herb growing here in the United States. Yellow dog, too, is growing here in Atlanta. Mullein growing in Atlanta. A lot of mushroom, shanga mushroom, turkey tail, reishi mushroom growing over here. But there's a lot of people not share that kind of information because it's going to affect a lot of business, you know. It's going to affect this business, it's going to affect another business. Right. So we, you know, it's very difficult to, it's very difficult.
Yeah. So if there's one word you would go by, what would you go by? Would you go by healer, herbalist?
I'm a healer.
You're a healer?
No.
You're a herbalist?
No.
What would you go by? Well, like, what's the title?
This is one for the lie, you know. I don't classify like this big word like healer or master healer or the more nothing. I am myself. I am African man. That's it.
As an African man. I respect that. I respect that. You know, the humble. Yeah, I respect that. Yeah, my man is an African man sharing and walking around and offering herbs to people and healing their bodies. So
I only try to be free. I don't speak the truth because black people. I speak the truth because it made me feel comfortable.
Okay. It was very interesting. Now, let's talk about the water. A lot of people say the water nowadays is effed up as well. The spring water is even, I even heard now that the spring water has fluoride in it. The only water that's true is distilled right now.
Okay, this spring water has a lot of pesticide, heavy metal. So when you go to the store, try to filter your spring water, you know. because the like the whatever these people push in the sky.
Yeah, like chemtrails and
yeah, follow to the water, follow to the food. You know, a lot of people you can filter the water too. Never heard about shungite?
Shungite? Yeah, it's a crystal.
Yeah, it's 90% carbon. So you throw it to the bottom of the water, you leave it over there for a couple minutes. You know, it's going to clean the water. It's going to kill the heavy metal.
Ooh. So okay, I'm gonna hop on that. I've been hearing about that, but I never really tried it.
Yeah, in Russia, in different countries doing that. It's clean the water with shungite. Yeah, with shungite. Okay. You know, it's clean the water. We need to start growing a lot of mushroom too. You know, because the mushroom clean the heavy metal from the soil. You know, we start to. And I see a lot of people building little gardens, start building, growing their own food. But it's like the problem in the soil in America is not a mineral. To try to push tea to your plant, push CMOS, make like tea, the burger crew, you not only push water, push that tea into your plant, you're going to see how it's going to grow. Like the tomato, because tomato is not natural, it's not going to give the mineral like the same way sarsaparilla going to get it, because sarsaparilla is natural. Tomato is not natural. So the only thing tomato going to get the mineral is to liquid, you know. So you throw your tea, it's not going to get the mineral straight from the soil, you know. So it's very important to try to push tea in the plant to make the plant more strong with more mineral, you know.
Okay, I'm liking that. What about the clothes? A lot of people say the clothes, the clothes affect your, not natural.
We don't need to wear clothes.
We're not supposed to wear clothes?
No.
I agree.
That's why one part of your body is more dark than another one, because that part of your body don't receive oxygen.
Oxygen.
Yeah, so these clothes is called the oxygen in my body. That's why you're feeling stress. That's why you're feeling anxiety. We're walking with this. Which people teach you wear clothes, you know?
Yeah.
Went to Africa, you see the black man naked. Oh, it's naked. It's not such thing like naked or such thing like black when we live in the jungle of Africa, you know. Because these people say we are walking naked, we need clothes, we need to go to the high school. See, we ain't want to drive Mercedes-Benz, so we went to the high school, you know. The worst thing happened to the black man is to push black men to read a book, you know.
Read a book?
Yeah.
Oh. What's bad about reading books in your opinion?
Huh?
What's bad about reading books in your opinion?
It's taking away your roots.
Roots, okay.
You know, people, you go to Jamaica, you go to the Rastafari in the mountain, you know. You tell the Rastafari, hey, what's good for iron? It's going to tell you sarsaparilla, you know. You bring it as a sarsaparilla to the lab, you know, you're going to see sarsaparilla is high in iron. People in Jamaica in the mountain not reading book. How these people know? Generation to generations, pass the knowledge. There's no one to follow these people in high school, because you go to the high school, you're going to get sick. Tell me any doctor. I'm 22 years old, right? I be healing people with breast cancer. Tell me any doctor you know healing people with breast cancer. How many books that doctor read? I don't even know how to speak English. I be healing people with breast cancer. Think about it. You know?
Right.
Like people in Mexico, you know, you go to there, be healing people. You never read one book.
What are some other things that you would like to also share out that you've been, learning about, the community health-wise anyway? Anything?
I want to say thank you to, to my people. You know, we be going through a lot of pain. You know, I want to send a lot of healing energy to black kids, black woman, black men, you know. I feel sorry whatever you pass through in America, you know. America causes stress, brother. I'm not gonna do that. I feel tired to be in America too.
Yeah. Why is that though? Like,
I think
it's the atmosphere, or it's just the foods, the people. Like, what is it? Everything.
It's the weather, it's the food, you know.
Food.
It's the weather, the food. Like, try to raise my kids in America. It's going to be child abuse.
Shadow abuse?
Child abuse, like
child abuse. Okay.
Like it's not going to be good for my child. You know, I'm 22 years old. I feel stressed thinking for one little kid. You know, can go to the park because some people calling real niggas killing each other. You know, can go to the park. You know.
Right.
So
you yourself would admit that you're stressed at times too.
I stress. Yeah. It's okay to cry, but it's not okay to cry every day.
Okay.
It's okay to be happy, but you're not going to be happy every day. And here in America, you know, it's very stressed. So,
it's not realistic.
I need to feel comfortable in one state in your life. You feel pain. It's a lot of people feel it feels late to be sick. You don't want to get healthy because it feels so comfortable to be sick. Oh, people check on me. Oh, people text me. Not feel comfortable.
I was thinking about that. When people feel good, it's like they feel like they don't deserve it. They feel like they're not worthy of it.
Yeah, people are very ignorant. You know, people be like, "Oh, Victor, why you tell me I no can eat rice? Everybody going to die." But when you 3 years later you have a cancer, Victor, you go to the doctor, be like, "You have a cancer. It's for you going to die soon."
We all need peace to really heal ourselves, and I'm glad.
What is peace for you?
I would say bliss.
Huh?
Bliss. You know what that means? Just the state of meditation, a meditative mind. And what is peace to you?
Peace to me is like, it's no word. It's only like peaceful, like
sounds.
It's one feeling. It's one energy. It's no, I don't know how to explain that. You know.
Right.
It's things you know can't even explain that. Only can feeling that.
Feeling. How do people heal anxiety? A lot of people who watching this, I know people who have anxiety.
Oh, valerian root. You know, it's very good for anxiety.
Valerian root. Well, how do you spell it? Because some people might not know how to.
Valerian root. You know, I don't even know how to explain my own name.
Okay.
It's valerian root. Everybody knows that.
Valerian root. Okay.
Hops. It's called lúpulo in Spanish. It's very good for anxiety. Blueberry vein is very good for anxiety. Well, I can tell you another one. The flor de manita is good for anxiety too.
Okay. What about? I also heard. Let me see if you like these herbs. Ashwagandha. Is that good?
No.
It's not good for anxiety.
No. Listen, I don't want everybody to think it's about Victor not like it. It's not good for us. You look. I don't make money to telling you our song is not good. I don't make money to telling you it's good. Mm-hmm. It's only I want to the best for you. You know, I don't care about. I like it, I don't like it. It's not about me, you know, it's for the people, you know. Mm-hmm. So it's not about I don't like it. It's not good for us, you know.
Wait, why is it not good for us? Why is ashwagandha not good for us?
It's hybrid, you know.
It's hybrid too?
Yeah.
So why is
it so popular?
Why does it help people though?
Huh?
Why does it help people?
In what way?
Anxiety.
Anxiety?
Stress. It what?
Okay, garlic, right? Garlic, you know garlic?
Yeah.
Garlic is very good for high blood pressure. Okay. Very good.
For what depression?
High blood pressure. You know, people take it for high blood pressure. Bro, whatever is not telling you, garlic is going to help you in the 100% is going to help you 1%. The 90%, the rest, the 90% is going to hurt you. You know. So you push garlic and you cook somebody, you push garlic over there, never going to be healed. Why? Because eating your cells. It's like chemo. Garlic is like chemo. So it's not because helping one thing. It's like Molly, you know, Molly, the drug, it's going to make you horny. Yeah, it's made me horny. But where's the other side to Molly? It affects your kidney. It affects your body. Okay. So it's not because helping one thing was doing the 90%.
All right, what about, so you don't approve of ashwagandha. Do you approve of holy basil? Holy basil. It's called Tosi. Tosi.
Where you from?
India.
Man, you had the blueberry vein growing in Florida. You from Florida. Yeah. Why you got too far over there?
I didn't fly over here. I'm just talking about things that is herbal. It's herbal. It's just it's societal. That you know, it's just very successful.
Like what?
It works. It has good testimony. It works.
Testimony.
Yeah, testimony is it works.
You know how many crackheads in the world? You ask to any crackhead, he's going to tell you, "Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling peace. Help me with depression. Help me to not feel alone." So when one thing is what becomes so popular, is because something going over there. You know. Sarsaparilla is not so popular because it's very good for iron. Chaparral, you know chaparral is called gobernadora. You know, the FDA is telling people chaparral is poison. But chaparral be helping people for thousands of years. Native American people using chaparral. When the snake bites somebody, the rattlesnake, you know, These people drinking that chaparral tea is clean that snake poison from the body. Think about how strong I need to be the herb to clean one snake poison from inside of your body to know that. But you go to Google, it's telling you it's poison. Why? Because help you with tumor, cancer. It's very good for eczema. So why is it not so popular? Because it be healing people. Something is real, it's not promotion for cure in America and the entire planet, you know.
That's deep. Okay. Okay. I was with Ghana, Holy Brazil.
Maca.
Yeah. Macaru is a hybrid as well, as you just explained. All right.
But I don't only want to speak about its hybrid, you know. Okay, see, Macaru is not good, what I can use? I want you ask me that.
Yeah,
you know?
all right.
I don't want to
that's why I was,
people like, oh,
right.
It's not good.
That's where I was about to go. So what is good for energy? Because the Macaru is energy. It's energizing herb. So what's good for energy?
You can take
B12.
CMOS, it's very good for energy.
Okay.
It's called, some people call it Grande, or Esquacia. It's very good for energy. It's very good for HIV.
Okay.
It's very good for you clean your blood. Yeah. Fasting too, you know, when
Fasting.
you eat it too much, you're going to feel tired because your body be working to digest that food. So when you fasting, you're feeling more energy. I like to do a dry fast, you know. Everything I be drinking is water. I go to eat later, but I like to do a dry fast or drink a lot of water, you know. Give me a
What
lot
about B12? A lot of vegans, even like Lifeway was even explaining to me, we need B12 to take chlorella, to take things like that. What do you feel about B12? Where do you get your B12 from?
Huh?
Where do you get your B12 from?
Where's B12?
It's something that we need, that an alkaline person needs because, you know, we don't eat meats, right? So where do we get our B12 from?
From the plant.
Plants have it?
Okay, burdock root.
Burdock root, okay.
Sea moss.
Sea moss.
I recommend to people eating a lot of mushroom too, you know. But like, a lot of people use chlorella, you know, a lot of people use, what's that not the one, the green tea, what's it called? The green tea? The green tea? The chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll, right.
Chlorophyll you can get chlorophyll from like kale, you know, you can get chlorophyll from amaranth, you know, the vegetable, you can get chlorophyll from watercress, you know. So it's a way to replace these different lies, you know.
Right, okay.
Lies coming from truth, so you need to know, see, one lie is one truth, you know.
Wow, that's
truth not coming from lies coming from truth.
Right. So you do recommend chlorophyll though, because that's something that I like. You do recommend chlorophyll though.
But that's natural.
Natural chlorophyll.
Yeah.
What about the one on Amazon? It's like $20. That's not natural.
Good. It's good for affect your kidney. No can flush that, you know.
So what's the best chlorophyll to get?
Take watercress. You make a blend of watercress with a little bit of coconut water. You drink it. You can amaranth, the green. You know, a lot of Jamaica take a callaloo. People call it callaloo. It's high in chlorophyll. Nopal, you know, the cactus that Mexico people eat it. It's high in chlorophyll too.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. So we talked about anxiety. We talked about energizing the body. Talked about the herbs that you don't approve of.
I know, bro. Or God no approve that. I know made that herb.
Right. It's a man made those herbs, right?
Yeah.
Right, man made, right? Like broccoli, spinach. You even say kale. I was surprised. You know, I'm surprised.
We sick because we don't follow God.
Right.
You know.
Planet Earth.
We go against God. You know, people go to the church. God heal me. You know, the Bible said the earth for the healing to the nation. But your grandma, when she gets sick, go to the doctor. When the pastor gets sick, go to the doctor. So you think he God like that? You know, where in the Bible God telling you eating McDonald's, Coca-Cola? So it's very funny when people be like, oh, God killed my grandma because he want to see my grandma a better place. No, your grandma commit suicide when she be drinking Coca-Cola. Your grandma commit suicide when she be eating sugar. So it's not such thing like God killing your grandma. Your grandma killed her own self. You know, like everybody say, everybody going to die. You know.
Right. He got a good point. He got a good point, y'all. He definitely got a good point. Yeah. A lot of people also, this is something that is very powerful for detoxing, is sweating. What's your belief on sweating?
Like go walk or for exercise, in the sun too, you know, straight to the sun, like sun back, like whatever people do.
Yeah.
It's very good. I don't recommend to people go to the saunas, in the gym because push a lot of different things. You don't want to that, you know, it's entered inside to your pore, you know. So I know you walk in the morning, you know, take the sun like from 7 to 9, and later you take the last sun like 4 to 7. It's the more benefit sun you can get.
Okay. Yeah, there's been times where I've been sick back then and I went in the sun, just sat down, meditated, and I'll just feel great.
Because look, you know that like the people vegetarian.
Who?
Only people breathe, not eat nothing.
Yeah.
Only meditation.
A breatharian.
Yeah, these people only in the sun because get the mineral from the sun.
Right.
You know?
Vitamin D.
Eat oxygen. You know, when it's breathe, that's water. The water, you know, that's why in the desert, you go to the desert, not too much oxygen because not too much water around. So breathing a lot is you take water, you know. So be in the sun, it's a lot of benefits. Very good for cancer. It's like chemo, like, you know, like the doctor, some people doing like red light therapy. But it's like the natural is from the sun. So
They need yellow light therapy?
No, it's not red.
Red, okay.
To kill the cancer cells.
Is that good?
Huh?
Is that good?
No, doing the sun, that's what.
Oh, so what if someone did yellow light therapy?
Huh?
What if someone did yellow light therapy?
It's not good for that. It's not natural.
Fake, not natural, right?
No.
Not natural.
You are natural, man.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Anything else you want to speak about?
A lot of women are dealing with fibroids. You know, you can take Damiana. Damiana is very good for fibroid, infertility, prostate cancer too. A lot of men dealing with prostate cancer. I recommend to you Damiana. I want to say thank you to everybody. I want to say thank you to you, brother, for inviting me to this very beautiful
Definitely good to have you on here. You know, this is for the people, you know, to help the like-minded community, just heal minds and to spread awareness. And, you know, we both still very young. Me and you are both 22, so, you know, we got a future ahead of us. You know, we're going to stay strong and, you know, all praises to the Most High.
Thank you, everybody. Peace and love.
Yes, peace and love.